Here we have AP calculus AB problem. Okay, let's go to the information. Use the values in the table to approximate limit x approaches negative 1.8 f of x. Here we have to evaluate the ordinary limit of x approaches negative 1.8 for the function f of x. Okay, now let me consider the values of x in the table over here. So here we have to evaluate the ordinary limit of x approaches negative 1.8. The negative 1.8 is over here. Okay, now let me start taking values for x from the left side. The first value of x on the left side is negative 1.83. Okay, now if I want to go from negative 1.83 to negative 1.82, the value of x is getting increased or decreased. Clearly it's increasing because it goes from negative 1.83 to negative 1.82. So to know how much it has been increased, what we have to do is we have to subtract the first value from the second value, that is negative 1.82, negative 1.83. Okay, so negative 1.82 negative times negative will become positive 1.83. So when I simplify this, I am getting positive 0.01. So from negative 1.83 to negative 1.82, the value of x has been increased by 0.01. When x is increased by 0.01 from negative 1.83 to negative 1.82, how much f of x is decreased or increased? Clearly f of x is decreased because negative 22.51 to negative 22.54. To know how much f of x is decreased, subtract the first value from the second value, that is negative 22.54, negative 22.51. Okay, let me do it, negative 22.54. So we can multiply this negative and negative, it will become positive 22.51. When I combine these two numbers, I am getting negative 0.03. That is, f of x is decreased by 0.03. Let me write it over here, negative 0.03. So here I use positive sign, here I use negative sign because x is getting increased by 0.01. F of x is getting decreased by 0.03. That's why I'm using negative sign over here. Again, we increase the value of x by 0.01. So that is from negative 1.8 to negative 1.81. In that case, f of x decreases by 0.03. That is from negative 22.54 to negative 22.51. So every time when x increases by 0.01, f of x decreases by 0.03 on the left side of negative 1.8. Okay, again I increase the value of x by 0.01. That is from negative 1.81 to negative 1.8. Let me do it. Then what should happen in the value of f of x? So the value of f of x must decrease by 0.03. That is, I have to subtract 0.03 from this value. Let me do this separately. Negative 22.57. Let me subtract 0.03. So when I do so, I am getting negative 22.60. So that is when x is getting changed from negative 1.81 to negative 1.8. F of x changes its value from negative 22.57 to negative 22.60. Okay, now let me do the same work to the right side of negative 1.8 because I consider negative 1.8. The reason is we have the given limit at negative 1.8. On the right side, let me go to the first value, the extreme value over here. That is the value of x is negative 1.77. Okay, from negative 1.77 to negative 1.78, the value of x is getting increased or decreased. For that, we have to subtract the first value from this second value. Let me do it, negative 1.78. Negative for negative 1.77. Then I'm getting negative 1.78. Let me write it over here. Negative times negative will become positive 1.77. When I combine this value and this value, I am getting negative 0.01. So from negative 1.77 to negative 1.78, the value of x is getting decreased by 0.01. That is negative 0.01. Since it decreases, I use a negative sign over here. So from negative 1.78 to negative 1.79 also, the value of x is getting decreased by 0.01. Okay, here when the value of x is getting decreased by 0.01, that is from negative 1.77 to negative 1.78, what's happening in the value of f of x? So for that we have to subtract the first value, negative 22.69, from the second value, negative 22.66. Let me do it, negative 22.66 negative, negative 22.69. So now I'm getting negative 22.66. Negative times negative will become positive 22.69. When I combine this negative 22.66 and positive 22.69, I am getting a positive 0.03. That is, f of x is getting increased by 0.03 from negative 22.69 to negative 22.66. Okay, again, if we decrease the value of x by 0.01, that is from negative 1.78 to negative 1.79, again, f of x is getting increased by 0.03. That is, if I add 0.03 to this value, I'm getting negative 22.63. Okay, so to the right side of this negative 1.8, every time when I decrease the value of x by 0.01, f of x increases by 0.03. Okay, again, now let me decrease the value of x negative 1.79 by 0.01. Let me do it. So when I decrease this value negative 1.79 by 0.01, I am getting negative 1.8. That is, if I subtract 0.01 from this value, I am getting negative 1.8. In that case, f of x should get what value? Again, f of x should increase by 0.03. That is, we have to add 0.03 to this value. When I add 0.03 to this value, I am getting negative 22.60. So that is, when x approaches negative 1.8 from left side, or x approaches this negative 1.8 from its right side, f of x approaches the same value, negative 22.60. Okay, now let me write the left side limit and right side limit over here. That is, limit x approaches negative 1.8 from its left side, f of x equals to negative 22.60. That is, when x approaches 1.8 from its left side, f of x approaches negative 22.60. Now, so this negative sign over here indicates x approaches negative 1.8 from its left side. Now, let me write the right side limit. That is, the limit x approaches negative 1.8, and I'm writing positive sign over here. It indicates x approaches negative 1.8 from its right side. Okay, so when x approaches negative 1.8 from its right side, f of x, the value of the function f of x approaches the same value, negative 22.60. So the left side limit of negative 1.8, the right side limit of negative 1.8, both of them are finite, and also they are equal. Since both of them are finite and they are equal, then the ordinary limit, that is limit x approaches negative 1.8 f of x, must be equal to the same value, the value what we got over here, that is negative 22.60. So the evaluation of the given limit is negative 22.60.